Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Hello everyone, my name is Siti Jubaedah. I'm from PIWAR. Today I will present the Practical Business Communication course assignment entitled Practical Work Report on CPT Collection. The first one is the table of contents starting from the title, table of contents, background and purpose, company profile, job description, problem and solution, conclusion and then closing. Then there is a background and the purpose. The first is background. Practical work can be cited as a vehicle or meant for students to recognizing to atmosphere in the industry and to grow and chance develop and simulation of professional work ethic as a prospective graduate. Practical work can be said to be a simulation even for some students. The paradigm that must be instilled is starting during practical work, student work at the company they choose. And the second is purpose. Work in this case including planning, designing, repairing, implementing, and solving problems. Therefore, in practical work activities carried out by students are get to know the scope of the company, follow the work process in the company continuously, perform tasks assigned by supervisor or pilot supervisor, observe system behavior, introducing students to both activities and work situation, real work, provide opportunity for studying and for practical knowledge that has been obtained during lecture, improve the abilities and skill of studying in, implement the theories and have been learned into the work, and this and then here I will explain about company profile of CP3 collection. CP3 collection is a company engaged in clothing or convention or microgarment product and service. Located in Nambo, Kelapa Nunggal, Bogor Regency, West Java, Indonesia. Experience in the business of convention since 2005 has provided many valuable lessons to continuously improve business professionalism in terms of improving business management, human resource, quality, productivity, timeliness in the framework of realizing our customer certification. The collection product including sport uniforms, school uniforms, industrial uniforms, PDH, PDL, service uniforms, unit uniforms, trade and service CMT Muslim or Muslimah uniforms, branded children clothing, company promotion needs, social event, marketing event, company anniversary, and all fashion clothing for all quality levels. And here in after, this is the structure about company CP3 collection. The first is head of owner, designer, administration, expeditor, product supervisor, cutting, finishing and packing, and then sewing. This is the vision and the mission of CP3 collection. The first is vision. Become a service provider and manufacturer of various types of clothing needs that always adjust to fashion and comfort dressing. And the mission is providing service, quality, and customer satisfaction, developing innovative fashion clothes that are comfortable and according to your needs, by attention to the safety and health of workers to support productivity company. And this is my job description while working there. Here I will explain the text I do. During the internship, I was given the several jobs or even to just help at the time. I was given jobs ranging for assist time in the cutting, sewing, finishing to the packing process. During my work, I always guided directly by the owner of the company. During the cutting process, I had the opportunity to help illustrate the pattern for cutting. Then, during sewing process, I also helped such as the bottom of the shirt and other parts. During the sewing process, I always get new lessons, such as a trick to make sewing knot or to make a sewing more time efficient. After that, I always directed to the finishing process. In this process, my job is to see and check the sweetage on the clothes so that there are no defective seams. After checking, the clothes are rubbed immediately to make them neat. And the last is the packing process. Here I help attach the hem tags to the clothes and put them in a special clear plastic polybag for clothes. Those are some my job description during technical interactivity. Every company must have a problem, and here I will try to describe the problem and the resolution the problems. Everything must have its own problems. Like with a company, CP3 collection is also have problem with curtain, have a negative impact on the company if not handled immediately. This problem are the first availability of goods. Of course, can hammer the process because this is that main item. Size the size of the clothes from each confession has different the standard. The standard set of the part of the customer sometimes has different expression. Incompatibility of the approved material with the material used in the finished product. And then capital. Sometimes capital become the main things beside confidence and encourage opening business. In opening a business, it requires material and non-material capitals. Late payment. When you experience a late payment from the other owner, that's where a new problem will arise because sometimes on the other hand, the owner also has to pay his employment on this so as not to cause new problems. Non-standard price in each convention, of course, there are different price offered. There are those who set high price, maybe with a guarantee of quality and time, but there are also those who set low price but they're of the quality time and time. The solution. Suggestions that can be conveyed to solve this problem are the implementation of the policies according to the ability and readiness of SMEs. Training provided not only in the area of administration and bookkeeping, but also on patient design, marketing and quality control and leadership, as well as more support and family roles, not only in the forms of helping work, but and also playing a role in solving industrial problems. The high enthusiast is need to be a persistent to always work the best. Have a strong determination and never give up. Even with weakness, capital not afraid of failure and willing to work hard so that there is a little time to rest and prepare the next generation of business. Then it can be concluded that the problem they experience are capital, limited capital to start their startup business. Then there is a risk of selling textile due to inexperience and third of being created due to inexperience and then what is pirate is how to make transaction with the buyer. The solution to this above problem is done by before the open a business and make something that will be used to create a business. It has become commonplace when you want to open a business, there are clothing convention problem you face. As a broad convention entrepreneur, you solve a not pricing personal gain because it will make customers. It is better if you take profits for the welfare of employment and gradually encourage profits for personal pockets. Being sensitivity to market needs is indeed important so that you don't grow worth in starting a convention business. And finally, there a conclusion, namely, the first is product process at CP collection consists of material selection, design creation, seed selection, cutting, printing, or embroidery, sewing, finishing, and packing. The second is the need for communication because it is useful to avoid miscommunication between customer and seller or between fellow employees. The third is every company must have its own to weakness and strengths in this case. There is also a need for a role and encouragement of families to support each other. And the last is, as entrepreneur, it must have been become commonplace when you want to open a business. There are constraints on clothing or convention you face. As a growing convention entrepreneur, you should not pretend to gain because it will damage customer. It is Better if you take a profits for the welfare of employment and gradually can collect profits for personal pockets. Well, being sensitive to market needs is in needs important so that you don't go wrong starting convention business. If you focus on the trusted convention, you should use trusted t-shirt because the machine is also different for sewing machine for shirt materials. Don't mix one division if you want to expand your business. Limit it other management for different materials. So, so much for the presentation to me. More or less, if I apologize if there is an error, please forgive. Thanks for your attention and then thanks for your time.